Hey there, and welcome to another Dave Does video, and today we are doing a Patreon request. That's where one of the lovely patrons gets to pick up to 3 videos per month for me to react to. Today we're checking out something by the band Black Sabbath, and the song is When Death Calls. It's a 1989 video with the audio over the top of it. It's a live performance video with, video over the top, audio over the top. So looking forward to checking this one out. Now if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like, share, leave the comments down below, and make sure to click the bell icon to stay up to date and notified. Let's do this, Black Sabbath, and we'll break down the lyrics at the end. Pick it up, there we go, Black Sabbath. Let's go. Smoking. Look at that, an audience with there's an audience in the background there, and you get no sign of a camera phone or anything like. Interesting how close those humbucker pickups are on that bass. That's crazy. Love the power of the voice. There's always that debate of, is it Sabbath when it's really just Tony Iommi at that point, isn't it? Sounds great though. This is more like a super group, I would guess. It's been synced up well. Maybe that's because they had backing tracks, so that's the easiest way to sync it up. Was this a DOS era song? It sounds DOS vocal style wise. Like the vocal style and inflections and what he's aiming for. Of course, though, if it is an album recording, this wouldn't be a deal, would it? Stupid! Of course it's not. It's great, though. It's a good replacement for Roy James Dio. It's got such a cool guitar tone. Tony there. Great dynamics on cozy power drums. Interesting where he puts his pick placement on the underside of his guitar. A lot of guitarists just have it on their microphone stands. Maybe it's because Tony doesn't have a microphone stand. Great solo there, Little Tony. Love it. Little Tony, that sounded well patronising. Don't worry. Slap myself for those that thought I was patronising him. Tony. Chesty cough today. Okay, so we have Black Sabbath, When Death Calls. There we go. This is an interesting one for me. So it's a great track. So I really like the track. I was just kind of thinking about the idea of a band that changes. So usually, I mean, it's a death blow for a band in a lot of cases if your frontman leaves, because it can break a band because everyone's going to compare it. It's quite a key part of the sound. You can lose a guitarist and you can kind of do it. You can lose a drummer and you can keep going. And you can see that with a lot of bands like Avenged Sevenfold, etc., who have gone through numerous drummers after the Rev died. And it stayed true to form. In here you have Sabbath with obviously Ozzy, and then Ozzy going, and then you had Ronnie James Dio coming in, and now then Tony Martin, and then did it go back to Dio, or did they went off and did Heaven and Hell at that point, didn't they? And then there was stints of Dio back and stints of Ozzy back and stuff like that. But to go for 3 strong vocalists as well, and they have a very different tones to their voices. I mean, Tony and Dio kind of sing a similar sort of style, but they're very different to Ozzy. It's almost like you have 2 different Sabbaths. You have the Tony and Dio era, which kind of interchange a little bit as far as their styles and the sound, and then you have the Ozzy era, which is kind of more sludgy, doomy kind of vibe to it in a way. Whereas I kind of get with Dio, it's more powerful, it's more power metal. It kind of is a different various style, which means it's very different for people like Tony and obviously Geezer. And this is the other thing, is like in this lineup, you've obviously then got new drums, you've got new bass, and really you've just got Tony there. So really, is it Sabbath at that point? I don't know. It sounds like Sabbath, so I guess you can call it Sabbath, but it's a difficult one to do. At some point, you move so far away from the vision of the band that it's no longer what you originally thought it was going to be. So I don't know what do people think about the idea of Sabbath and all the lineup changes, and does it still become Sabbath? It's like when Guns N' Roses and Axl went off and got a whole band, it was just him. Was it still Guns N' Roses? In theory, yes it was, but people always said it wasn't Guns N' Roses. So was this Sabbath when it's just Tony? Anyway, let's go have a look at some lyrics. When Death Calls. He saw the world dim with the glow of vertical sun. His skin crept cold, knowing that this was that hit. that this was the hours of dying. Misguided mortals, you'll burn with me. Spirit of man cannot be freed. Okay, let's break that one down. He saw the world dim with the glow of the vertical sun. So, in his deathbed, his skin crept cold, knowing that his hours were dying, so he knew that his time was on hand. Misguided mortals, you'll burn with me. Now, that's an interesting one. So, misguided mortal. Misguided by what? Misguided by who? Okay, and you'll burn with me. So, what is this person of sin that's going, who's taking people with him? Spirit of man cannot be freed. Now, when you talk about the spirit of man, are you talking about our will, our style, or are you talking about the soul? And why can't it be freed? Why is it trapped? Don't know. When death calls, this is the hours of dying. When death calls, the spirit of man cannot be freed. When death calls, there's no tomorrow. And when death calls, just an evil shadow. Just an evil shadow. Boom. Yeah, don't have a clue. Tell me. Not fear of the flames means that heaven is closer. Tell me not fear, or maybe it's tell me to not fear of the flames means it's a weird set. It's bad grammar either way. Tell me not fear of the flames means that heaven is closer. So if you don't fear the flames, then you realise you're not going to hell. For I believe Satan lives in the souls of the dying. Is that because you make the choice? You decide if you're good or you're bad? Is you're self-judged? And then you go back to this misguided mortals, you'll burn with me, spirit man cannot be freed. There's a lot around here that talks about Satan again. Can't die until Satan says you die, and Satan takes your soul. So it's something about evil beings or evil people. But why is it going on about heaven is closer? Say can't die until Satan says you die. With all his wrath, he calls the Reaper. So it's really about it's your end of time. Maybe it's about the fear, which way you're going to go. So you're not sure if you're going to go to heaven or hell, and it's that worry that when you're on your deathbed, what's coming next? Is there going to be anything to come? Who knows? I haven't got a frigging clue. I'm one of these people that kind of hope there is something, but I don't believe in the heaven and hell that we get told about in the Bible. There's too much in there that makes me kind of question it. But you kind of then realise that you don't want it to believe that there isn't anything. Otherwise, you have a very short time on this earth, and then you have to question why you do anything. Why do I do a YouTube channel? Why am I doing all this? What's the purpose in life? Is there a purpose to what I'm doing? I have no idea. You can tell me. But if there's nothing in the afterlife, if when you die, and that's it, why do this? What's the point? So that's where you have that thing of needing something at the end to kind of think about it, and maybe that's where death comes. When death calls, it's that worry of what's going to happen. Do you have a soul? Do you believe that something's going to happen? Or are you going to go to hell? Or are you going to go to heaven? Maybe that's the choice. We're getting into a real philosophical debate today. We're getting really deep and meaningful, I can tell. Anyway, if you liked this video, please do subscribe, click the like icon, share, leave your comments down below, and that of course is how Dave does it.